Hi guys, welcome back. So today I want to talk about relationships. So I was thinking back to a time in my life where I graduated college and I came back home. And there's a lot of people in my church that have known me since I was a little girl. And so there's no reason to feel uncomfortable, but for some reason I kind of felt out of my element. I kind of felt out of the loop. I had been gone for a few years and, it didn't feel like I belonged as much as I did before. There wasn't really a Sunday that I didn't go to church all my life. So stepping out of that element and then coming back into it, I felt like a stranger in a church for the first time. I was just sitting there after church and I found myself feeling lonely in my own church and in my own home, which was odd and I didn't really like it. And so at first I just kind of got bitter. I realized that I was blaming everyone else for myself for feeling lonely and feeling disconnected. In that moment I realized how important our relationships are. And yet, for some reason, we put walls up and we create a guard around ourselves, not to let anyone get close, but then ultimately, we are creating our own loneliness. Like, in doing that to protect ourselves, because if people get too close, then they might see who I really am, and then what if they don't like me, and what if they don't want to be friends with me anymore, or what if they have a problem with that, or I don't want anyone to know about this, and all of those things. Ultimately, I would hope that we all would like to be better, healthier people, and the only way to do that is through relationships. I don't think that there's any way that you can become a better person or grow in yourself if you don't have relationships. There are things inside of other people that we need, that the weaknesses that we have or the struggles that we're going through, the answers are in relationships. The answers are in other people around us. We talked about in another video, the will of God for our life is to make disciples and to go out and share the word of God with other people. So when you think about that, then ultimately the mandate that God gave us is go and have relationships with each other. Go and fellowship with each other. That is what Jesus told us to do in the Great Commission, is go make disciples. The only way that we can make disciples is to have relationships with each other. I think that this culture, with all the technology and all the social media and everything that's happening, and I'm not knocking social media, but I think that that is something that the enemy is using to isolate us and keep us from having real relationships and real connections. It's kind of allowed us to create a barrier and keep people at arm's length. And ultimately that is not helping us. You can't really change what's inside and the things that are hurting unless you allow somebody in and allow somebody to get close to you. I think throughout my life I've just realized how important relationships are, how important it is that we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, be real, be who we are, whatever that is, and allow people to come into our life that will show the love of God to us, that will accept us for who we are and what we're going through and walk us through it. We're made to connect to each other. We're made for relationships. We are not made to stay isolated by ourselves alone. That's not what we were created to do. We were created for fellowship, for relationships. The enemy is using fear and insecurities inside of us to keep us closed up. But it's a lie that staying closed up so that we don't get hurt again will keep us safe. That's not how you never get hurt again. That mindset of never getting hurt again is actually hurting you. You're not allowing yourself to actually get healed from whatever it is that hurt you. Some people might sit there and say, oh, well, but it was a relationship that caused me all this pain. Ultimately, it is our relationship with the Lord that will allow us to see the healthy relationships that we should be making. We were created to have relationships, and we were created to give life into relationships. And so I think it's our willingness to open up and connect to other people that will allow life to flow through us. And that ultimately will make us stronger. And as life flows through you, how could you not get healing? How could you not feel His presence and understand more of who He is and experience Him? But if we're constantly closed up and isolated and we have boundaries and walls up, then we're not opening up ourselves to let life flow through us to other people. And that's what we were created to do. So I encourage you today to make relationships with people. Allow life to flow through you and do what you were created to do. Don't let fear and insecurities rob you of the life that God has for you and for other people that are around you. Tell the Lord today that you are willing, that you want His life to flow through you to other people, and that you want to cultivate healthy relationships with people that He has for you. You know, we do all of this for you so that your life can grow and flourish. So if this touched you today, please share it with your friends so that the Word of God can be spread and other lives can be touched. And while you're at it, subscribe to this channel for more videos and join our YouTube family. Comment below with any topics or things that you would like to talk about so that we can specifically touch your life where you need it most. I love you guys, and I will catch you next time. Bye! I haven't even started and I'm already sweating. Yep, air it out. Air it out. I feel like a librarian with my little button in the back. Hello, which book would you like to check out today? They don't even say that. What do librarians even say? I don't think they say anything. So, we're talking about things, talking about stuff. Let me talk about that. So, I say so a lot. This is like really dimply. So. Wow, it is really, really bright. The lighting is going to be so inconsistent. So. I am sweating like bad. It's like really bright right now. Calm it down, son. Your life. What am I even saying? My hands pop. Where do they come from? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. What? Try that again.